Yo, this is Eternal Plays Pokemon Moon. We have restarted the Elite Four challenge again with round 2. We've taken care of Kahili. We will go the opposite way this time by going from right to left. So next up now will be Acerola, the Ghost-type Elite Four. Then we go for Olivia, and then go for Hala, and then we're going to defend our title at top Mount Aquila and see who will be our opponent, because it can be one of multiple options, which makes it a bit cool though. Let's heal up our Pokemon from the last battle, because we actually try to do the battle a bit more interesting, not using Circuitry Thunderbolt spam to basically make it a quick win. Let's use the other Pokemon as well, just to make it a bit more cool. It's also a bit weird though, we don't have any elixirs or ethers with us, so we need to use our PPs useful. We actually have max elixir times 2 though, and this is the time to use it, so feel free to use it in case you are struggling. Alright, so Ghost type. That means Gustlord should do well here, because Gustlord is super effective against Ghost. That one should do fine, but you can also use Fairy type moves. Let's see, who is it? Was it Necrozma that had one? Or did I even have any Fairy moves out of my Pokemon here? Oh yeah, Circuitry. No, let's actually start with Circuitry then, because Fairy can be useful if because one of them are Dark Dual type as well. Let's start with Circuitry then, and let's maybe switch out to Gustlord afterwards. So let's go up against former Trial Captain Acerola, now the Elite Four member. Hi, Acerola here, bringing old royal touch to the Pokemon League. Yeah, up you are, because your ghost types can be pretty ominous to fight. But she's still happy though, she's spirited. She's kind of not what you expect from a ghost type trainer, but well, you never judge the book by its cover, I guess. Is that what they say? Anyway, when you're ready, move forward and speak with Acerola to initiate the Elite Four battle, round 2. Hey, if you are a champion, you can't go into the champion chamber without proving you can still get past Elite Four. And besides, battling is just plain fun. Come on, I can take you. Ah, confident at least. Should give Acerola that. And here we go! Acerola, round 2. The Ghost type Elite Four. Again, the Ghost type Elite Four. How many have you had? Quite a lot. So the first Pokemon she will be using, that will be Sableye. That's why I started with Circuitry. So before Generation 6, Sableye, that was introduced in Generation 3, did not have any weaknesses. Being a Dark and Ghost Dual type, it had no weakness, but now it has a weakness to Fairy. Let's use Destined Gleam. Sableye is faster, we use Fake Out on Circuitry, doing a bit of damage. Let's find out, we'll just move again. Destined Gleam from Circuitry. That's a 1-hit KO. Even though it's not a Fairy type, the special attack radius of Circuitry is so high that it won't able to survive. That just says something. So that was 1 down, we have 4 more to go already. Next up will be Dhelmise. Dhelmise, dual type, Ghost and Grass. Quite a unique combination, even though it was first in Generation 6 though, so it's not like it's a new thing. We have more ways of doing this one. We can use Fire move, we can use a Flying move as well. Dark does well here as well. Actually, let's give Gustlord some love, okay? We could use Celesteela, who is resistant to grass as a fairy, as a steel as well, and a flying type. So let's use Gustlord because of the dark types. That's Dark is one of the strongest types against the Ghost type. Use Dark Pulse on the Dhelmise. Here it comes. Good damage, not enough though, but doing good. Earthquake. Nothing amazing about Earthquake though, because it doesn't have the weakness, and you can see damage is okay, but Gustlord's biggest power though is that it has 421 health at level 73. That's a lot. That's a lot of level 100 Pokemon doesn't even have 350. But Gustlord has more. Of course his defense that was not as high though, but he's still more of an offensive type even though he has a lot of HP. His HP is sort of like his way of surviving. Acerola will use Full Restore. That's nothing a big deal. You can just Dark Pulse it to get back down again. I pause use, Dhelmise is already back to low levels. Will it heal again or will it be able to fight? Not a full restore? Fine. I don't care. Use as many as you want because my Dark Pulp will just get you back up again to the red levels. Where you should be. Oh, a critical hit! Full restore that one, huh? Yeah, I think not. Ha! Gustar takes down the Dhelmise, and that's 2 down. We have 3 more to go as Gustlord is level 74. Plus 6 HP. Wow. That's a lot. Next up will be Froslass. Dual type Ice and Ghost. And we have to switch because dragons are weak to ice and Gustard is a dragon. Let's go with Celesteela then, I think. Because we need to use a fighting move. We can either... No, I can't use fighting because the Ghost is immune to fighting. But we can use... Steel types are good here. And you can also use... rock types. Yeah, did well as well. Let's bring in Celesteela then. Show the power of the amazing Steel type. Fire is also good, of course, but Steel is Celesteela's typing, and Celesteela is very super sized. That means Heavy Slam will do a lot of damage. Process with Thunderbolt. It's affecting Celesteela because of the flying type. Critical hit as well, but still we will survive. Here comes Heavy Slam. That's a one-hit KO because when you're so big like Celesteela, that means the Heavy Slam is going to do so much damage. Next up will be Drfblim. Now we're talking a flying type as well. Flying Ghost, dual type. That's an interesting combination. So let's bring in Nihilego. Nihilego was my one to take down the final Pokemon of Kahili. Let's bring in Nihilego here. So the 4th Pokemon will be Drfblim for Generation 4. It also has a lot of HP, but doesn't really have that defensive stats to counterfeit. Let's use Power Gem. Good damage though, but only half. Will-O-Wisp. I'll put up a burn onto Nihilego. Which means attack power goes a bit down, but that's fine because Power Gem is a special attack, which is kind of weird for a rock move. That's good for us though. Power Gem number 2. And Drfblim goes down. Nihilego's Beast Boost goes up and some XP up here as well. We take some damage on the burn, which is fine. But we are down to the last Pokemon, and this can be Palossand. This is a Pokemon we have to switch on because Palossand is dual type Ghost and Ground. Not good to face against the Ground type. So, what should we do to counter it? Let's use Drfblim maybe, or Celesteela? Let's use Celesteela. Because ground types cannot even hit flying types. And Celesteela is a flying type. Let's use Celesteela then. But Celesteela is already half or less than half health, so you have to be careful. So Ghost, Ground versus Flying Steel. Let's use Seed Bomb. Here it comes. Damage is not that high because we know the grass type. And here comes the Seed Power move onto Palossand. The move will be Never Ending Nightmare. Ghost type move. Let's see how this works. Ooh, damn, that looks pretty cool. Let's see that will go down though. Cannot survive a Z power style. Fine. If that grass move won't take care of it, let's bring in someone else that can. Let's bring in Breloom. Grass types also resist the ground, that's also good. Seed Bomb onto Palossand. And that'll take care of the Palossand, and it'll KO. Good XP from that one, and we win against Acerola. I'm speechless! How did it do it again? Portal goes up, and we clear the second one. Being Elite Four is fun, but so is being a captain. I'm not sure which to do. Hard to say. It was an interesting battle though, at least. Palossand finally shows up the Ghostium Z, which I think was a cool thing. Alright, so we beat Kahili, we beat Acerola, that means we're halfway through. Next up will be the Rock-type Elite Four Olivia, which I think will not be a bit simpler. But you know what I said last time we did fight against something simple and it was a nightmare. That's legendary Pokemon though, so hopefully we'll have a bit more easier time because with Rock types I think we'll be having an easier time to beat because we have Drfblim, we have Celesteela. We have a lot of Pokemon that can really counter the Rock types, so I think we should do fine, but we need to be ready for anything here. This is round 2 after all. Movesets are different, the Pokemon are at the higher levels, so it still can be a good fight. Anyway, that'll be the end of this episode. Next episode we're gonna go up against Olivia, the Kahuna of Ula'ula Island, and the second Elite Four member, who is now our third opponent in the Elite Four round 2. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media. Let's quit for now. See you next time as my journey in Pokemon Moon continues.